Alright, previously on Doki Doki Literature Club, Inyokishi meets up with Sayori, our long-lost childhood friend. She wants us to go to some club. We go to the club, and we get some cupcakes that Natsuki made. Well, anyways, after that, we were able to meet Yuri. But it seems like there's something eerie lurking behind the scenes. But who cares? Because right now, Yuri's coming over. It's Sunday. Let's do this. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've even been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I clapped them. But it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. Putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monika said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? That is true, y'all. The one thing I kind of want to make sure I do in today's episode. Oh, good. We decided to visit Sayori? Okay, good. I was just about to say, the one thing I want to do is check up on Sayori and not dismiss her feelings, but try to like tell her like, yo, I don't like you. I'm still 10 toes down on Yuri. Don't get me wrong. It's just like, you can't just like, you know what I'm saying, give and take back. You have to tell them like, I'm not interested in you. We could be friends if you want to be friends, or we could just stop talking in general. But I am not interested in you. I'm interested in Big Booby Yuri, okay? I decided to step over by Sayori's house before Yuri came over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, why is it so quiet? Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's house like we were family. He entered the house. Oh no, I don't like this. Why is it, bro? Up until now, it's been almost 3 hours of gameplay. There's been music just playing the entire time. There's nothing playing now. Do you know how insane that is? The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's upstairs in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Oh, so you did find her. Sayori? Hi, Inyokishi. I sat down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. A minute? Dang! You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. Not much has really changed, has it? You still have no butt? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animal and wall decorations that she had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you, Sayori. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but wait, how did you even know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monika told me. Bro, I feel like Monika's low-key a op. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Oh, well, I guess, yeah, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monika today? Of course, but I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. So it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is just really uncharacteristic of her. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday and you were acting really weird, when something's wrong, you just can't hide it from me like that. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Inyokishi. What? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you would have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. Because you're a fake. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori. I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you yapping about? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Inyokishi. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. What are you talking about, Sayori? See what? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Inyokishi? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my entire life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Dang! Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. That's why I just want to make everyone happy without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. Can't even figure out how to respond. I'm such a dumb. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Does she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do, I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me! You don't understand at all, INYOKISHI. Why do you think that I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in clubs, it feels like a spear going through my heart. That's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right, that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. Don't say stuff like that, bro. Cause she gonna say kiss me, and I'm not gonna kiss her. I told y'all I'm 10 toes down on Yuri. No, INYOKISHI. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears struck down Sayori's face. Aww. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. INYOKISHI, Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Now I get to talk with Yuri every day and make you feel even worse. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. If I get to clap Sayori's cheeks, then that's even more of a bonus. Please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Friend. INYOKISHI. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please, don't do this. I ain't gonna lie, I see what she's saying though. He's low-key making it harder for her to kind of detach herself from us. So in a sense, once we go ahead and make our choices, the game is gonna try to put us in a predicament where if we don't choose Sayori, we're pretty much messing with her, toying with her, you could say. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Please don't do this. INYOKISHI, Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. I mean, it's kind of subjective, to be honest with you. All I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. If there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. Ooh. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, INYOKISHI. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Yeah, that's bad. Sayori lets me go. As she does, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? Oh my gosh, bro. This dude is making freaking promises that he can't keep. The same thing that he told Sayori not to do in the first episode. Run the clip back, Adriel. Oh my gosh, bro. Don't make promises you can't keep. Stop making promises you can't keep. When you know you like Yuri. You don't like Sayori. You don't. They about to give me a choice to either ditch her and go spend it with Yuri or and who do you think I'm choosing, blood? This is my playthrough. It's what I want. No, it's not. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this had to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No! Don't! Please, don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help us out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. Yo, this dude is like oblivious at some moments and like smart in others. Like, bro, pick a brain. But I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? All right. I look forward to it. People who are feeling like that, bro, all I can really say is you gotta find something that makes you like happy, bro. You gonna say like, yeah, it's cliche, and you gonna say like, oh, there's nothing that makes me happy. That's cliche in itself. There's nothing that makes me happy. Eternally depressed. Stop lying to yourself. There is always gonna be one thing, at least in this world, that is going to make you happy. That is going to make you forget all the negative things and all the bad things. But okay, hold up, this is getting kind of deep though, for real. Hold up. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri's about to come over too. I'm just thinking about her voluptuous. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Sayori didn't show up tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. That's where you went wrong. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Oh my gosh. Yo, you know girls who be wearing the freaking turtlenecks animated, they be tripping, bro. Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would just have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. Ha. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. She clearly doesn't have any friends, bro. Like it's not commonplace for people who don't have friends. It's not normal. I've actually dealt with that before too. Like I've done stupid things where, oh, I could have just texted, bro. But instead I waited until like 4 days till we actually met in person. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything. I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so that's very considerate of you to do. No, I'd be really embarrassed if my room would be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there! I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. Bro, what you got in that desk drawer, my boy? I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. I wouldn't be surprised if Yuri ends up being like some psychopath crazy girl. Yeah, that's gonna be hilarious. She puts both of her hands firmly on her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yeah. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, like mood lighting, aromatherapy, candles. Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course, I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although, many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess it's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually, Yuri. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah? Like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that'd be really neat. What's the wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. Okay, I'll mess with it. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Nah, is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. That is true. It really do be feeling different. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes a cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole on the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think I'll be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of the ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. If you can make her laugh and giggle. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, INYOKISHI. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. Oh, excuse me. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. Okay, we got blue. I remember there was another color, it was green. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe... What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you go about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me. Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife, with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! INYOKISHI, why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth. Why did I know that was gonna happen? I should have said it. In my head, I was like, bro, I swear if she puts this in her mouth, bro, nah, the dev's not gonna do that. They're not gonna make her do that. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. I feel her tongue curl around my finger is insane. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. Sure, it was a little weird and it took me by surprise, but I kind of liked it. I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head up. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and I lick her index finger in return. Inyokishi! Did you really just do that? Here, now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Inyokishi. Yuri giggles shyly. Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Haha, thanks. It's something that I saw online recently. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. That's right. One of the items Yuri asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put in each of the tablets. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Yuri's about to do something. We're gonna come back and she's going to be doing something. Watch, I'm telling you, it might be demonic, it might be like psycho, it might be crazy, it might be a recording chip, it might be her on my bed fumbling with my pillows. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it'll be too diluted. Alright. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use a small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back into my room. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back up over her arm. Yeah, we know what she's doing, bro. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, none at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismissed me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. It seemed like the raccoon came back, y'all, for its snack, for its bread. So she had to slice the bread, if y'all get what I'm saying. So, I thought we would do something simple that looks really nice. I like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for sunrise, then daytime, then sunset and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Okay, neat. What are you going to write? Well, it will be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on the banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean like that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? It's reminiscent. Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with another person. Even if it's something simple like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Sorry. Yuri reels back, and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Is this gonna cause her to make her take off her shirt? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel and then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Oh, never mind. We finna. Oh, yeah. Here. Hold up. Yup. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I started to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait, just for a little longer. It feels really nice. Hold up, she getting kind of bold now. Hold up, what you want to do? I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books, almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist sent a tingling sensation through my arm, and suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. That girl teasing. Sorry, I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finish filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Excuse me. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't it take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here and then have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Whew. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. I'm just glad we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we would have extra time after we finished work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself, I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. So I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. What? I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seemed to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends and in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. I almost choked on my spit, okay? Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then. Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait! I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Wherever you want. You can come over or we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so. You're very thoughtful, INYOKISHI. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori! Hi, INYOKISHI. Sayori, just now we weren't... It's okay, INYOKISHI. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course. Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? Oh, dang. That's tough. You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy. And why are you crying, bro? That you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. It's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, INYOKISHI? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, INYOKISHI. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Inyokishi. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori, it's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Inyokishi, I like you so much that I want to die. Oh my goodness! That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. Don't kiss her, bro, please. I will exit out this game, bro. Oh my gosh, this is so cringe, bro. This feels so bad. Hold on, let's actually think about things. Hold up. Let's let's hit one of these real quick. You know what I'm saying? There we go. I'm not gonna lie. In real life though, y'all. In real life, Yuri is a red flag. I wouldn't have even been with her once I started figuring out what she was talking about in them poems with that raccoon. Once that happened, I'm like, all right, yeah, I'm out, bro. I'm out with that in real life. But in the game, I'm still in it. So here in real life, I'm choosing I love you, bro, because she's a real ride or die. She gonna be the one to have your babies. But this is a game and we can do whatever we want. You always my dearest friend. Friend zoned. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seem after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best. And yo, you sound like you gaslighting her, bro. I don't like the way you're saying it, bro. Why couldn't he be like, I'm not gonna lie though, we're just friends. Like, please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help get things back to the way they were. I see. Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly plain expression. Yeah, I could bet, bro. The turns were tabled, you know what I'm saying? Is that what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this. Sayori, it's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. Sayori's gonna be gone. She's not gonna be here in a couple. Please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there was no happiness down to that path. That's why I came here, just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I just want it to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone else, Inyokishi. I'll trust you with anything at all. So Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked that I don't even know how to react. Dang. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori! I'm left helplessly standing in the front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more that I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. Yes, I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. Don't say whatever it takes. I hate people like that. I'll do whatever it takes. You gonna date her? You gonna date her, bro? Meanwhile, you also like Yuri? Like, get out of here, bro. That's what leads to like cheating and all that. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take it with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. I think we will end there. I'm trying not to make it an hour and like 40 minutes that it was in the last episode. So we're gonna end it there. If y'all liked and enjoyed that, make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment down below if y'all want to see any more other types of like different games or videos. You know what I'm saying? We can do anything. Just comment something below and I will respond, bro. We are about to go into the festival. We're gonna see what transpires in the next episode. INYOKISHI, Adriel, out.